Hello everyone. This is a video of what I learned about from the NAIS conference and hopefully some sharing that we can all learn from across the board, and hopefully this video will have some value to you as well. The NAIS conference for me personally was just a great introduction to the wealth of resources, diversity, and excellence in independent schools. Learned a lot about a bunch of topics, but really wanted to focus on a couple of areas that I took away from the conference that I think are worth exploring more as a board. The first was around collaboration, and we had a great dinner where we got the opportunity to spend some time with heads of school of École Bilingue de Berkeley, the International School of the Peninsula, and the deputy head of the Lycée Français de New York. And in that conversation, we talked a lot about the future of French education. What would it mean if we were to do a high school? How do you support a high school in a community? And I think the interesting ideas that came of what opportunities are there for collaboration across the French school community, not just in North America, but beyond. We talked about what if we can do distance learning that can be shared with Francophone people anywhere? And how can we work together as schools to do something innovative and more valuable that brings value to each school and also to the community? The second thing that I really got value out of was a session from the Bay Area Blended Consortium. It's 5 schools in the San Francisco Bay Area that are doing a distance learning or a blended learning approach where each school is contributing 2 courses to a 10-course curriculum and expanding the variety of options that they're able to provide to their students and doing very innovative things. They meet synchronously online once a week, and then they meet offline a lot of the time, and then one time during the semester they have an activity that's relevant to their course where they meet in person and do something. After the discussion with the other French schools, I was thinking, how could we apply this in our scenario? Is there something we could do to, if we were to move forward with the high school? Because there was a lot of discussion of this online version requires a certain maturity that may not be relevant to middle school and below. But how could we maybe potentially design something that allows us to extend the possibilities of what would be a very small high school if we were to do it, with collaboration with other French schools globally, on the West Coast, whatever it might be, and create extended curricula that allow us to do more in that. So those are my 2 takeaways: the possibility of collaboration with French schools, and then the opportunities for blended coursework that leverages the assets and capabilities of multiple schools to drive more value. And those are the 2 things that I'd love to share with you about what we learned at the conference. There was much more, and happy to discuss that one-on-one or in other venues if you're more interested. Thanks.